So, what's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a great week. So, there's some tensions brewing in Gangrene Universe, Planet JETS, Jets. And it's really not that much of a surprise, but the man causing it, head coach Robert Saleh, okay? He's continuing to support and back their quarterback, Zach Wilson. And it's creating some problems in the dugout. Not the dugout, the clubhouse, or the locker room. And clubhouse is baseball. Locker room, and a lot of it's permeating around the defensive side. And not so, not as much on the offensive side, but the team is overall frustrated that they didn't really have a credible backup plan to Aaron Rodgers. And now Aaron Rodgers clearly was the plan. When Nat went to was shot to hell, day one, play 4, they didn't really know what to do. They didn't really have a backup plan to prepare themselves for it. And it's been clear, and it's been made more obvious every week so far, and it hasn't been only a few weeks, but Zach Wilson was not ready to take over the reins, okay? Not up to the task. He wasn't ready. He didn't really have any time to sit behind and be groomed or develop under a star quarterback. He was the guy. They threw him to the wolves. He wasn't ready. And he didn't even have enough time to watch Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he lost him for the season, game 1, 4 minutes into the game. So it's not an enviable situation. But that being said, the fact they didn't have a backup plan, you got Tim Boyle here, and Marcus Siemian's not ready to be elevated. He's still back. He's still practice squad. He's not going to be ready for a couple of weeks to be ready to, be a competitive piece here in terms of quarterback or a complimentary veteran quarterback. So right now it's Zach Wilson and Tim Boyle, and that's not inspiring a lot of confidence among Jets players, Jets fans, and so on. And I got one side, I'm like, okay, we got to give it a few weeks because Aaron Rodgers was the plan. He lost him for the year, and they weren't ready. So no team will be ready, really. On the other side, it's like, well, this is New York, okay? Filled with passionate fans, impatient fans, opinionated fans, boisterous, vocal fans. And if you're not ready, they're going to let you know one way or the other. If they're happy with you, they'll let you know. If they're not happy with you, they'll let you know. And they're letting Robert Saleh know right now that they're not happy with him. And then they're not happy with Zach Wilson being the head guy here now, the head quarterback. And the defense isn't really that happy either. And I'm not surprised. I mean, the fact is, they brought in all these weapons. So for Aaron Rodgers, all these wide receivers and tight ends, they really significantly boosted the offensive tools. And it's a very precipitous drop from Aaron Rodgers to Zach Wilson in terms of their ability to utilize these weapons. And it's pretty notable. And I understand some of the younger guys like Garrett Wilson is showing support and they're trying to back their guy. And I get it. I can appreciate head coaches trying to back their quarterback, trying to back their players. I get it. I totally get it. I appreciate that. It's better than throwing people under the bus. Okay. And so I appreciate that. But again, on the other side, it is New York. They want instant results right away. They want a better backup than Trevor Siemian. There's guys out there that probably could be available. Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, some guys that are out there who could be credible backups here. They might need a few weeks, but they'd probably be an upgrade over anybody we have now. So, and even though they just said today on ProFootballRumors.com that they're not planning on adding another veteran quarterback, I personally think that's probably a mistake. I do think they need somebody to push Zach Wilson, somebody who's maybe a step ahead of him instead of a mile ahead of him like Aaron Rodgers was. Okay? To push Zach Wilson and push the other guys and to get them in a position to win some games. I mean, they got the Kansas City Chiefs this weekend. They got beat by the Patriots. And my fear is they're going to get mangled by the Kansas City Chiefs. But you never know. And the fact is Zach Wilson ready up for the challenge to credibly step in and replace Aaron Rodgers? No, he's not. It's pretty clear, unfortunately. And they haven't seen enough improvement from him over the last couple of years. Enough progress from him over the last couple of years. And again, he hasn't been put in a position because he hasn't had anybody pushing him to that degree. So, and now he does, and that guy's gone. So it's going to be clipboard city for Aaron Rodgers this year. Instead of being on the field watching the guy like, damn, look at that. Look how he released the, like, whatever it is. Picking up a lot of live time football. That's just why I think it's a good idea for them to bring in another quarterback. Okay? And we'll see what they do. Right now, they don't planning to. I do think it's a mistake as a Jets fan. Let me know what you think. I mean, Robert Saleh is continuing to back him, but it's creating problems in Gangrene Land. So let me know what you think, whether you agree or disagree. You know, I want to know. And if you're a Jets fan, Giants fan, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're a Bills fan, no matter who your team is, Eagles, Cowboys, Denver Broncos, right? Seattle Seahawks. We're talking about everybody on this channel, okay? And this is the news of the day right now. There's some tension going on at MetLife, and obviously some tension in the Giants land too. This is the way they're playing, but Jets, I think it was a little bit of a different story. I think there was a little bit more promise behind the Jets, but having lost the ringleader to the offense pretty early in the season, it took the air out of their sails, unfortunately. It deflated their balloon. And something needs to be done to fix that, to reinflate it. So give me your feedback, folks. Load up the comments. Let's talk about this. Let's see what's going to happen. Are they going to bring in somebody? And who could they bring in? Tom Brady's not going to happen. Okay? Like some of these other candidates that people mention, like some people are mentioning Tim Tebow. Like, let's get real. But there's a couple guys out there. I mean, Colin Kaepernick actually wrote them a letter asking them to give him a shot and give him a chance in the NFL. He hasn't played in 5 years, and I do think he's been blackballed. But if he shows to be physically able, why the hell not? If he's capable of picking up the playbook and he's rested, that's for sure. He was physically gifted, but again, it's been about 5 years. And again, I do think he was blackballed by the league. And you got dudes that beat their spouses that can come back. He didn't do any of that stuff. So bring him in for a tryout. What the hell's the point? What's the point of not doing it? It ain't gonna hurt anybody. So we'll see what happens. Give me your feedback. What do you think's gonna happen in Jetsland? What do you think should happen in Jetsland? Let's talk about it.